I just think someone actually took the love of your life away from you.
When I see her and Vanessa Bryant, I can't, man.
I can't actually look at Vanessa Bryant sometimes. It makes me too sad. And sometimes I can't actually think of Kobe Bryant because it just makes me too sad.
That story is probably one of the most saddest tragedies.
I think that's the worst, like...
in not even celeb culture I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, no, honestly, like, it makes me too sad. I can't.
That whole... I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
No. Honestly, yeah, when I think of... And I always say that Kobe Bryant's death was the beginning of the worst... Do you remember it was just before COVID?
Yes, I remember!
Yeah. Everyone was like, 2020 is going to be this great year. I'm sitting down. I will never forget. I was sitting in my living room. And I was sitting on the floor for sometimes I just sit on the floor, innit? So I was sitting on the floor and I remember going on Twitter and someone sending me the thing, Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash. And I was like, there's no way that's true. I said, there's no way.
I did the same thing.
I said, there's no way. I refuse to accept it. When I saw TMZ, because for me, because you know already know how sleazy TMZ can be. But when I see TMZ, unfortunately, have reported something, I just know it's true. Because those people, just have their hands everywhere.
They have their hands in the honey all the time.
Yeah, I was devastated. I said, this has to be... I remember that night I didn't sleep.
Yeah, that was nuts.
I was tossing and turning. Because I was like, this can't be... I just kept thinking of him and his daughter. I just kept thinking the fact it was him and his daughter. Because at first it was just him. That the news broke for him. So I was like, oh, this is all... And then I saw the daughter and it was like...
Literally.
Like my chest. I didn't sleep that night. I remember I was tossing and turning.
It's actually... The thing is, I was even driving because I remember that they passed around my auntie's birthday because we had gone out into the O2 for her birthday and we were driving back home from her birthday. And then my cousin Gij, she called my phone. And usually, like, she'll call my phone when I'm driving, but if she knows that I'm driving, she'll kind of wait. But she called it once. I was like, I'll call her when I get home. She's probably asking if I'm home. But then she called straight back. So then my mum was like, oh, what if it's an emergency?
Yeah.
I picked it up.
Oh, God. I can just already imagine the way that she told you.
Fam, I was like, hello? She goes, Kobe Bryant's dead. So I thought she was joking, like, or I thought that she may have just seen, like, a lousy article somewhere.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, but what article did you see it on? And all she said was Shade Room. Oh. And that's when I knew, like, if it's gone on Shade Room now, it must go everywhere. So my mum was like, okay, I'm still going to Google. The second she put it in Google, she said, yeah, it's everywhere.
No, that was honestly...
Oi, that car ride home, we literally just sat in silence. We were literally just like this for time. And then randomly, she was looking at her phone and she was like, his daughter died. Like she lost it. Horrible, yeah. She fully lost it in the car, and I was just like, I had to pull over. Like, this is actually a lot. Those are one of those things where you're just like, I know we shouldn't, but that was one of those situations when you're like, God, why? Yeah, literally.
Like, God, why?
The child, the baby.
Like, not even that. For me, Dionté, it's the way it happened. You just think, God, you could have done anything. You could have done anything else, but it had to be that dramatic. It had to be that sad. Like.
But the thing is, though, even Vanessa Bryant said it in, like, I can't remember if it was at their funeral or she did a speech somewhere. But she said that, obviously, even though it's a huge tragedy, she's also glad that they went together because she knows that they wouldn't have been able to live without the other one. Like, if one of them died, the other one wouldn't have been able to live. So she was like, in a way, it brings her comfort that they're together. That they at least had each other during their last moments.
No, I can't. Do you remember? And I think because Kobe's death came at a time when he was... Do you remember there was that meme of him and Gigi? They went to a basketball match and he was explaining something to her.
And she was like...
And he was like... And everyone was using it as a meme. They're like, when they're trying to explain to her something and she's not trying to hear it. And he was bare like...
I remember.
And she was like,
that meme.
okay, yeah. And it's like, when you're trying to tell her. And that meme was going and he just retired.
He just retired.
I'd been on his Instagram literally maybe like a few days before he died or the week before. And I remember liking his picture. It was him and LeBron. And he said something like, oh, I'm retiring, but I'm passing on the... And I'm like, oh, this is nice. Like, brotherhood. And
he didn't even get to fully enjoy his
He didn't even get to...
Anyway, it's tragic,
honestly,
man. And my heart really goes out to not even just Vanessa Bryant and her family, even all of the other victims' families as well.
Yeah,
people often forget that there was other people as well who died.
Yeah.
And if you see some of the extent of their injuries, a lot of them got it a lot worse.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they're all extremely bad. But there's one. I'm not gonna go into it, but like,
it's too much.
All of them suffered. So now I have to make a conscious effort. Like when I mention Kobe Bryant, I have to also mention the other victims. I apologize if you don't know them by name.
Yeah.
But we acknowledge you. We acknowledge them. Like, oh, rest in peace, man.
No, honestly, it's
so sad and tragic.
Yeah.
But...
oh my gosh. Woo! Okay.
Heavy!
Yeah, no. Right, guys. It is now time for our group chat confession of the week. This week's group chat confession. Oh, I'm just going to get straight into it. So, should I tell my new boyfriend about a secret from my past? I am in a bit of a moral dilemma and I'd really appreciate some advice. About 1.5 years ago, I went through a very tough experience with my ex-boyfriend. We accidentally got pregnant, and after a lot of emotional turmoil, I decided to have an abortion. It was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do, but we supported each other through it. At the time, we made a pact that this would remain a secret between us forever. Even after we broke up, we reaffirmed that we wouldn't tell anyone. Fast forward to now, I've been seeing someone new for about 3 months, and things are going really, really well. I feel like he's going to ask me to be his girlfriend soon, and I genuinely want that. He's kind, understanding, and everything seems to be progressing in a healthy, happy way. Here's the thing that I'm debating, I'm debating whether I should tell him about the pregnancy and abortion that I had with my ex. On one hand, I don't want to break the promise I made to my ex. On the other, I wonder if it's something my new boyfriend should know if our relationship becomes more serious. I'm scared that telling him might scare him off or make him think differently about me. At the same time, I feel conflicted about keeping a secret, as it was such a significant event in my life. What would you do if you were in my shoes? Should I tell him, or should I let it remain in the past as something between me and my ex? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I don't see why you would tell him.
Okay.
Like, so just to confirm, obviously I know that she had an abortion with her ex.
Yeah.
And now that she's in a new relationship and he's sweet and kind, she's asking whether she should tell him about that abortion.
Yeah.
Why are you telling him?
Okay.
Like, or even if it's a thing of like, why is she so afraid to say it? Because what I'm assuming is this 3 months, I'm assuming they're still getting to know each other, right? And
yeah,
I'm hoping they're asking the questions that they need to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think that something like that, number one, it shouldn't even be coming out now. It's way too early. 3 months.
Yeah.
That's something that's quite personal.
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't tell someone if you were essayed on the first date.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, I think I personally wouldn't tell him now.
Okay.
I don't see the point in telling him right now because it's still very early. Like, you can like someone, but they don't need to know your whole life story all at once. Do you get what I mean? Like, this is a whole lifetime you have to explain to someone who's never been there. So it definitely takes time. I think when it gets to that point where, like, they want kids and all of that, yes, she should tell him the truth. But although he may feel a type of way, but I don't see him just outright leaving her because she had an abortion. Or, like, I think it can easily be explained why she kept it. It could be something that was very traumatizing. It's not always a easy experience. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get an abortion and go home and live my life. Like,
carry on and go out.
It's a very difficult move to make.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of women out there who are traumatized by it.
Yeah.
So it's a thing where, like, if she actually explains, because it seems like it actually affected her.
Yeah.
So if it's something that affected you, I think she can really explain when that time comes. Like, the reason why I didn't want to say it's just such a personal thing to me. But now that we're on this subject, I feel like you have the right to know. I think if she drops it like that, that could really... It could calm her anxiety, and it can also show her, like, I don't think he's going to take it as bad as she thinks, especially if he's everything that she's describing.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like, early stages, you don't want to do anything too much now, because everyone is good at the beginning. Everyone is good at the beginning. It's called a honeymoon phase for a reason.
Nice.
And then once the bubble bursts, then you realise, I shared my deepest, darkest secret with this prick.
This is the thing.
No. When it comes to deep, personal things in your life, I don't think it's something that anyone should be quick to say.
Yeah.
And whoever you're seeing should understand that. Because imagine now you're going on a first date and someone is listing all of their traumas. You would be put off, like,
so much.
I'm not a therapist.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, we're just getting to know each other. So yeah, it's too early, but what do you think?
Okay, now that you've said what you just said, I agree with that. But I was saying, I understand where she's coming from in wanting to say, because I think when you meet somebody that you really like, you kind of want to be vulnerable, you want to be open, and you want them to kind of maybe understand. It could be something that's affecting her in her day-to-day life, so there may be times when she's a bit like weird with him, or she's in a certain mood, and maybe she just wants someone to be able to understand that. So I understand that she would want to say, because I think when you do meet someone and you really like them, you kind of just want to
you want to like pour your whole heart to them.
So I understand her in that point. I just think it's one of them things where she needs to feel it when it's right to say. But
she feels like it's right now. That's why she's in this predicament, because she wants to say, but then something's holding her back.
I think if she wants to, I don't know, it's really hard because you don't know, like, we don't know what the guy's like. If you feel that it's right, I feel like she should go for it and say it. But I also don't feel it's something she needs to rush. I think she's very much in her right to be, because that's a traumatic thing to go through. It's a very traumatic thing. And it's something that you don't have to, if you don't want to say that you did it, I don't, I feel like when you said that if they're going to have kids, or then she could say then, I think she should just, say it when she feels that it's right. But I also don't feel like she should feel pressure to say it.
Yeah.
Because I think if you've got something we've all got personal shit that we've been through that people don't know about. Like, there's things that I've been through that you would never know, or that you've been through that I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like you shouldn't rush to say those things. I think you need to really, it's about trust.
Yeah.
And I think if he's created a safe space for her, that she feels that she can give that information, then she should go ahead and do it. But I also don't feel like she should rush it.
Yeah.
And I also can understand her fear in that he might look at her differently, but then in a way, I don't really think he doesn't have the right to.
He doesn't.
He doesn't have the right to.
And the thing
because
is,
it's her body. Do you know what I mean? You don't have the right to.
And her abortion, it doesn't affect the next man.
Exactly.
Like, her vagina isn't going to change shape after that. Like, nothing is actually going to change. So I more think, like, because she is traumatized by that experience, her own insecurity is speaking to her.
Yeah.
So because she feels however she feels about her experience, she thinks that he's going to think the same.
Yeah.
But I feel like the way she's describing him, I hope he is the way she's describing him.
Yeah.
It seems like if she does say it, I feel like he'll be like, this is what you wanted to tell me. Is that it? Okay. Like, and then she'll be like, bro, I made a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah. I think a lot of the time, though, I can see why she makes a deal out of it. Because when you carry these things, especially because I think as well, another thing that's making her feel guilty is the promise that she made with the ex-partner. She was like, I'm never going to say anything. So I think when she does, it's like, oh my gosh, I've broken a promise. But I just feel like if it's right, because that is a very traumatic thing to go through, and you want that emotional support from your partner, and you want to share that load, because it's not that you're going to go and chat to your ex about it. Do you know what I mean?
And then on top of that,
I get it.
It was with her ex-boyfriend before she even got with this man.
Yeah.
I think I would, obviously I still understand her, because like you said, it's not an easy thing to just blur out. Like, it's really not.
Yeah.
But I think if the circumstance was like, she got an abortion for his child, or she got pregnant by someone else while she was with him, I would be like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, babe, take it to the grave. Yeah. But in this instance, fam, you did everything right. Like, you were in a committed relationship at that time, you got pregnant, you both realised that we can't bring no child into this world. you did what you had to do.
Yeah.
Like, I actually think she played it very sensibly.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe in anyone bringing children into this world when you're not ready or you don't want them.
Yeah.
Because you're bringing this child into the world to suffer.
Yeah.
So she actually played it very sensibly, and I hope that her current partner sees it that way. Like, it's just something that happened in life, and if he does react badly, if you decide to tell him, he was never the man for you to begin with, babe.
Yeah.
Never the man to begin with. Because we all have baggage. We all have baggage. Like,
we all go through
it may weigh, some baggages may weigh more than others, but we still have baggage. Do you get what I mean? So, like you said, Rashida, he doesn't even have the right to be upset. It had nothing to do with you. I'm literally just telling you because I'm being a nice person.
Or I don't
feel
think
like
you should have done that. Is it your body for you to be telling me what I can do?
But even if you didn't think so, it's done.
It's done. So what now?
You want me to go back in time? It's done.
You want me to reverse and what?
Yeah,
What
like, it's done. Whatever he thinks of it, the situation is over. So, but from what you've described, I really do think, like, number one, we've both agreed, take your time.
Yeah, definitely.
In saying it. I agree with Rashida about saying it when you feel like the time is right.
Yep.
And if he is an amazing man, he's not going to take it as harshly as you think he's going to take it.
Definitely.
So, yeah, that would be my advice.
Yeah.
For her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lord. Bless her, yeah.
That's a deep one. But I'm happy she still got her happy ending, though. Yeah. That's what I'm happy about. Like, her actual dilemma isn't as traumatizing as what she went through, and that's what I'm happy about for her. Like, she actually got her happy ending. But it'll work out, man.
Yeah.
It'll work out. Like,
it will.
Sometimes we hype ourselves up in our mind.
Yeah, and it's actually
and it's not that. Like,
yeah. And you're even shocked at the fact that he's like,
like, if he's like how she's describing, he's gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, okay.
Move on, yeah.
You did what you had to do.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Everything happens for a reason as well, man.
Yeah,
we all make life choices to lead up to something.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, but yes.
Yes.
Oh, so the last segment, we have your lie, your drink. As you know, we ain't got no cards.
We ain't got no cards.
But we're just throwing out some questions. And the same rules, I guess, apply. Like, if you don't want to answer, you drink. But we don't do that here in this podcast. We are open books, honey. We answer every question. Okay? We are not scared. I'm done. No, okay, so if you were tuned in last week, Rashida came up with a really fun You Lie, You Drink question last episode. And she asked, what are your favourite British phrases? So I thought that we can switch it up a bit and do what our favourite American phrases are. So, Rashida, tell me your first one.
Okay, so I love... It's not really... Well, I mean, it's a phrase. Shorty.
Yes, that was one of mine.
Or Ma.
Hey,
okay,
Ma.
Okay,
what
Ma.
up, shawty? Oh!
She's just like, it's like, what up, Ma?
Literally!
What up, shorty? Oh,
I love that.
I'm just here, babe.
Literally, I'm here. I'm telling you. Okay, my ones are random. I'll go with the first one. My one is ass, but like the way they use ass for everything. Like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yes.
Shove it up your ass.
Or just like,
you punk ass bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
yes. I love it.
The way they use ass and the way they say ass.
Like, just like ass.
Like, take that and shove it up your ass.
Yes, I love the way they use it. So my cousin's American, and when he came to the UK, everything that was like dead, he'd be like, shit's ass.
Yes! Oh my god.
That shit's ass. He sucks. It's so ass. It was so... Every time he said it, I would laugh so much. He'd be like, no, that is... He'll be like, shit's ass.
No, the accent is too...
So, hey! Sucks. It's ass. That's another one. Sucks. He sucks. This sucks. Ass.
Oh my god.
Shit is ass.
Your food sucks.
Yes.
Oh,
sucks. You suck. He sucks ass.
Literally, yeah.
Ass. So good.
I love that one. The sucks ass.
Sucks ass.
Oh my god.
So good.
That was funny. It's your
Is it my one?
Mm-hmm.
Ciao. Oh my god, ciao.
That, how could I forget that one?
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
child.
Ooh, child. 10
Nah,
out of
you
10.
blew 10 out of 10.
10 out of
I like
10.
that one. How could I
Americans
forget?
ate. They ate with that.
Okay.
They ate. That's another one. He ate.
Oh, yeah,
that
he ate.
Them, innit?
Yeah, they ate.
Yeah, they ate. They ate with that one. I can't lie.
Okay.
Ate that one out.
There's no way I couldn't mention period.
And that's on period.
And that's on period.
Did that come from the City Girls? Or was that just already there? I feel like it's because they were.
No, it was there,
period.
but like they made it popular. Like
yeah, because it was always there. Like they'll be like period.
Yeah, they'll be like period,
That's
or like they'll be like period.
But they made it.
But
like,
then this thing, I think, was City Girls. Like, and that's on period. And you have to do the head as well. Yeah, you can't just be like period. You have to be like period.
Yeah, they
ate with their head to.
Oh my gosh, Americans ate with them.
They really did. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Period.
That's on period.
Or even the.
Yeah, that's on period. And that's on period, job. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Good one. Another one. Mm-hmm. See, this right here is what we not finna do.
I have that as well.
Oh, good one.
We finna go to the store.
Yeah. We ain't finna do this right now.
So, guys, as you can probably see, there has been a little bit of technical difficulty, but we are women of resilience. We are going to push through and we move in it. Yeah, so we're going to continue from where we went off. Yeah. Apologies, but listen, you're on the journey with us, okay? Yeah. We're not always going to get it right. Like, we haven't even done it a year yet. Give us some grace, okay? Like, we'll get there in the end. Follow us on our journey.
Yeah, flipping out, yeah.
So, we were talking about our favourite American phrases. So we left off with Rashida's one. For me, no tea, no shade.
Ooh, yeah.
No tea, no shade, but that bitch was trifling.
Yes, I like trifling as well. That's a good one. And wilding.
Oh yeah, you wilding.
You wilding.
Oh no.
That is a good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No shade, no tea.
No shade, no tea.
No shade.
Yes. Yeah, they ate with like shade. Give me the tea.
Mm-hmm.
I can't like they ate with that.
Ate with it.
Yeah. 10 out of 10. My next one is this is more like a white American one, but that when they're like, let me tell you this, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
Let me tell you this right here, buddy.
Buddy.
This hey, buddy. Hey, bud.
Whoa there, buddy.
Whoa, hang on there, buddy.
Yeah.
Now, come on, buddy. That is such a good one.
That is a good one. I even forgot about buddy. Yeah. Oh my god.
Come on, buddy.
That is a good one.
Good one.
Okay. This one is more of like, they say it in passing, but I don't think many people will clock it when they say like, oh, I got you. I got you. And it could be anyone. It could be a waiter and I'm like, can I get a glass of water? And they'll be like, I got you.
Stop, I need to go to the US, man.
We need to go to the US.
I need to go to the US next year, 100%.
Where the US niggas at? I'm joking. Or am I? I'm joking.
I need to go to the US.
No, for real.
I haven't been to America in ages. When's the last time I went to America? When I went to New York 2019. I haven't been back since.
Yeah.
I want to go now, like in my adult age. I can really see things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I need to
I haven't been since right before COVID. Like right before COVID.
Oh yeah, because you guys went to New York. I didn't come.
Yeah, and I remember we were so upset that we didn't get stuck in New York.
Oh man, I can't believe I missed that trip.
No, that trip was too cold. I'm never going back there.
That was one of the main reasons why I didn't come. Because I remember I'd been in September. Mm-hmm. I'd been in that September, and you guys were going the next February because I went 2019 September. Yeah. And you guys went
Feb 2020.
Feb. The fact you lot said you were going to New York in February 2020, I was like, no chance, I'm not coming. I don't like that.
I'm never doing winter there again.
I would have moaned from beginning to end of that trip. I wouldn't have gone anywhere.
And they don't even have like blankets. Like you see, I hate the bedding sometimes. I'm sorry, but like they'll have like a sheet and then have like a thin cover over the sheet.
That's so right.
Like just bring us a big thick quilt. I
hate it.
What is this?
When you go to an Airbnb or to a hotel and they give you that little thin sheet with another little blanket on top. It's like, what is that? What exactly is this going to do for me in this cold? In New York where it's like minus 25 degrees. Where exactly is that going to take me?
And the thing is, we had a good ass time, but
you guys
that weather.
I really wish, because if there was anybody I wanted to experience New York with, it's you guys. But when you lot said you were going in February, I remember you lot called me. I said, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to take the L on this one. I'm not coming.
Nice long.
And I'd just come back as well. If you guys had said you were going back in like April, I would have so been on it.
No,
New
next
York
time
is lit.
It's lit, especially summertime. It's lit.
I was there in September. It was like 30 degrees.
Yeah, it's nuts.
We went to this party, right? I'll never forget. We went to this like, I forgot the name of the party. Everyday People. New York. I get in there. I just see black people. I said, wow. I said, yeah, this is it.
But do you find like New York is like a American London? Like it reminds me exactly of London. Like the vibe, everything is just London.
It did remind me of London, yeah.
But sorry, go on.
It was literally just like everyday people. So we've walked in and we're just seeing all these black people, and I'm hearing music that I never hear in the dance. So it was like, it was just a vibe.
Yeah, man.
We like vibe. We had such a good time. And I remember we met this guy. I will never forget this, right? So we met this guy. We met this like group of guys. I was like, oh my God, y'all from London? You ever know how it is? Y'all from London? Like, oh, he's saying that. I feel like, is London like top boy? Is it actually real? I was like, yeah, like it's pretty accurate representation of like London. Because I was like, I thought y'all just drink tea over there. I was like, no, man.
They're lucky their accents are sexy, because I hate
when they say that stuff. It's just like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Like it's not even
tea
funny.
With the Queen.
Yeah, and I thought you shoot up schools every day, but here we are. Like, stop. I'm sorry.
Literally, like, yeah, like they're just like, oh yeah, y'all just drink the tea. Anyway, so then yeah, so then I remember we met these guys, and then I remember I was like to one of the guys, I basically every time I go on holiday, I always think of a different, like, you know how I always think of like a different persona. I'm like, oh yeah, I do this. Like, do you remember in Barbados when I was like, I'm a model for Topshop?
I remember.
So to this guy, I was like, I'm a rapper, and he actually believed me.
I'm done.
I was like, I'm a rapper from the UK, like I'm really big. Like I think I was like, I'm on Skepta's level. Like I just was like, I just need to make up something. And then he was like, yeah, like really? And I was like, yeah, I'm actually a rapper. Like I can rap. Then he was like, I've got a studio at my house.
And then as soon as you went in that booth, what happened?
We went to the studio. And then he was like, I'm going to play a beat. So I was like, yeah, go for it. And then I just started chatting shit in the booth. But it was so much fun.
I'm done.
Oh my gosh, I loved that trip.
No, I'm not going to lie. You look like you enjoyed it as well.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
It's always a vibe, man.
I can't do it in February.
No, I'm never doing it again. Never doing it again. But, yeah, did you say your last one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that comes to the end of episode 20. We are sorry again for the technical difficulties, but don't watch that in it. Like we move.
We're learning.
So it will come make sure that you follow us on the socials. Wine After 9 Pod on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as our individual accounts. So I am Dionte, DIONTE _247 on both Instagram and TikTok.
And I am Rashida Amanda with an underscore at the end on Instagram. And Rashida Amanda XO on TikTok.
Yes.
I haven't posted for a while on there, but soon come.
Soon come, man. But also, if you have any group chat confessions, please let us know. Feel free to DM us as well on any platform. And everything will be anonymous. So just send them in.
Yeah, talk to us, guys.
And on that note, cheers to our first visual episode.
Oh, good cling.
Isn't it?
Good one.
Oh, bye guys.